let's begin with the answer part.
Okay, great. Okay, now we are going to continue with the 3D knee. After we have the 3D knee, we have the most function you will be learned. So in the 3D knee, it looks totally the same as the 3D hip. You can search your images from the patients here. So you can find your images in some order somewhere in your laptop. Or you can use query client to load your images from your PACS system. Okay, and in the 3D knee, there is a really good function for the images for the stitching. We can stitching the images. I will show you from these patients. We can choose the hip, knee, and ankle joint. After that, we can use the stitching function here on the left side. Choose every images. So just click them all and click on preview. So the software will ask you, are you sure you want to stitch images? Yes. And then medicad will process it. Yes. The software is doing this because in Germany, they always don't have the long leg CT. They normally have this CT from different parts to reduce the patient's radiological costs. After this, you can click on Finish Current Stitched Image. Remove, yes. And the software will stitch in these 3 parts to 1 images, and we can click on Start Planning. So, Chan, how it looks like in Vietnam? Do you have a long leg CT normally, or you also have to stitch the images? What it looks like there? In your hospital?
Sorry, I didn't catch your voice.
Yeah, for the knee, we need a long leg CT. But in Germany, we don't have it. So I stitched the hip, knee, and ankle joint together for 1 image. So my question was, in your hospital, you always get a whole leg CT from your patients, or you just doing a part knee CT? How it looks like?
Yeah, in my hospital we have do all a CT with all of this hip, knee, and ankle.
Great, that would be great. So you don't need this function. You just choose the image, and then if the image was loaded like in the 3D hip, and you can start planning. That would be great. Okay? You can skip. Yeah, you can skip this function. And now I can start the planning. It takes some time because I've chosen in the settings, which I will show you in the 3D hip. Here, File, Settings, and you can set here also on. Okay? It's the same like in 3D. Before you are using 3D knee, please go to the File Settings and change all the functions tabs here. Okay? Good. After that, it's also the same as in 3D hip. You can move the wheel, hold the wheel, move it on the top. You can see more bone. Move it to the bottom. You can see more muscles and skin even. Like this. And I didn't use the remove table function automatically, as you see. It's no problem. You can go to the image here in the toolbar, the image, remove table, manual. So, and then you see the table is still there. You can change the direction of the images like this. And then you can go on the top. Here is a small blue pencil. You can click on the delete. After that, hold your left mouse button. Oh, pardon. I delete a little bit of the bone. So if you want to go back, you can click here, undo, and it will be back to the position. And now I want to delete the table again. Do it better now. Yes. And now delete also the table of the knee. Third one, I can delete the table here as well. After that, you can correct it from the different position and repeat this delete function like this. You can practice sometimes, and you will do it really well. After that, you go to the blue door here. So to exit every function is always this small blue door. Just click it, and it will be back to the workspace here. Okay, and now we choose the pathological side. In this case, it will be the right side. And in the 3D knee, there's also different modules. There's an expert TKA, total knee arthroplasty. It's a manual one. Quick TKA is automatic function. And in the 3D hip, there's also the function for the deformity correction like DHO, HFO, HTO, DFO, and HTO, or torsional correction. And you can also measure the patellofemoral. Oh, yes, sorry. The word is not here. You can see if you will click here, it's DFO, HTO, yes. And you can also do the rotational osteotomy. And to go back to sub-module selection, we go back. There's also the patellofemoral measurements, templating and the free mode. If you want to measure something, only to measure something, with the toolbar, you can also choose the free mode. So I will show you firstly. Oh, there's a doctor is coming. So, okay. And in the 3D knee, I will show you firstly also the manual TKA. Like this. And the same as 3D hip, in the middle is the working area. You have the work view. There's 3D images, AP, ML, and coronal. And on the left side is a workflow. On the right side, on the top, is a tutorial video. And on the right side, on the bottom, there are results. So we will begin with the workflow. First of all, we can do the hip joint center. If I'm doing too fast, please stop me anytime, okay? For the hip joint center, as I mentioned before, we can hold the left and the right mouse button and move the image like this. And you can use your wheel on the mouse to zoom it. Now we can click 3 points on the femoral head. 1, 2, 3. And now we do the same on the ML wheel. 1, 2, 3. And the software will show you the hip joint center here in the middle. After that, we can choose the tip of greater trochanter. You can scroll your wheel to choose the best slides where you can see the tip, the highest point of the greater trochanter. Like this. And then we can measure the axis of extension. You can scroll to the slides and choose a point here and here, for example. After that, there are two different methods to measure the femoral torsion. Which methods are you using there? Wadelis or Schneider? I heard from the Chinese doctor they are always using Schneider. Please help me. Can you follow me? Or it was too fast? I have no answer here. So I will continue with one of them, maybe Schneider. Then we will move to here. You can hold this cross, this blue right cross with the right mouse button to the area where you want to measure. So choose here, put 2 points, and draw ellipse like this. And after that, you can go up and click on next step. Now we can choose here 2 points. After that, the software will show you this femur has a 22-degree torsion on the right femur. And in this case, if it's out of the normal value, it will be shown in red. Inside the normal value, it will be shown in green. And then we can measure the tibia torsion. There's also 2 different methods we can use, for example, Wadelis. Then you can move the cross to tibia, choose the right slice, and then we can move it to ankle joint. And here we can also choose the right slice. Have a look on the tutorial video. Choose the right side. And then here. And we will get the tibia torsion value here. Is the normal value, 32 degree. Okay, then we can measure the knee base femur. First of all, we choose the femur here to join a line, and then we will join 2 vertical lines here. After that, we can measure it on MLV image You can see the tutorial video at any time. This image is too short, so I try my best to measure it. If you have a whole like CT, it will be no problem for this. After that, we can measure the knee base tibia. Also the same measurement, 2 points on the tibia and then 2 vertical lines. The same on the ML view, like this. The good things are always 3. We can measure the ankle joint base now. Also the same, 2 points here and 2 vertical lines. After that, we can measure the femoral shaft axis with 4 points. We choose 2 proximal side 2 points, and then distal also 2 points on the alticorticalis. Same here on the distal view, on the ML view. So the femoral shaft axis will be shown on the software, this yellow line. After that, we can measure the tibia shaft axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the ML image, the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, it's also better if you have a whole like CT, so you can see the axis really better than this image, which I have. So far, questions? Okay, we will continue with the posterior tibia slope. This one with a point, so with the red point, is just a reference line. You can put it anywhere where you would prefer. And after that, the measurements will be begin. So we can choose 2 points, then change angle. Choose another point. And the posterior tibia slope will be measured. After that, we can measure the axis of flexion. We will choose 2 circles, 1 circle here, and then 1 circle here. And the connection line between these 2 circles will be drawn as the axis of flexion. And then, here is not showing me, just a minute. And I click on the axis on the down. There's an option that didn't show on my screen. Pardon me. After I click the function, knee dimensions, you will see the measurements on the right side. There's the 0.61 Vahus on the right side. It's really, really small. And you can see the value MFA, MTKA, MFA, MTKA, ML. FSA, MTA, and Mikulicz line, AMA. So there's all the values where you might be interested in. After that, we can go to the auxiliary. Here on the top, you can switch from expert TKA to auxiliary. And then you can click here, femoral tibial resection. And then click on apply. After it's finished, you will see here 2 resections, one for the femur and one for the tibia. And now is very interesting part. You can change the resection height. Which resection height I usually use? 8 or 9 or 10? 10, are you there? So someone want to help me to change the values here? No. Okay, we may change it to 9 millimeter, for example. Oh, 8, I chose 8, okay. 8, for example. And we can use a 90-degree Mikulicz line. And on both sides, we can change the valves back to 0 degree. After you changed all the values, you can click on Finish. And then we can go to the implants part. So which manufacturer are you using for the total knee replacement? We can also choose here the manufacturer, product group, and so on. So would anyone help me? Which manufacturer we're using here? You may have to turn off your microphone so I can hear you. Somebody want to help me? You can also type the manufacturer here in the chat.
I think you can show by yourself and keep going.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to use link, okay? For the knee and tibia, femoral component and product line. Which one are you using? I'm just choosing myself. Maybe Gemini. And someone here. I don't know. And we can choose the size and insert it. After that, if you want to work on this implant, please click twice here. And the component will be red. After it turns red, we can move it. So you can hold on your left mouse button and move the direction here. And you can also change the angles here like this. Change here. And you can scroll on the slides and change the position also here. And we have also in the toolbar the glass view. You can have a look. If it is too small, you can change it to 55 millimeter, for example. Click on Use Implant. And it will be larger now. Be larger, yes. Now you can correct the position of the implants. So you can have a try after our training by yourself on your own software. And after that, we can add the tibia component of the knee. Product line Gemini, fixed size, bigger set. Again, you can change the position. I think it's too big. I'm just showing you the function here. After that, all the values will be changed as well. Here's the values about the implants. And then we can go outside of the function. So you can go outside with the blue door again, exit. And now it's finished with the function here. So far, do you have any questions? As you see, it's quite similar as the 3D hip from the function here. It's just a workflow for the total knee replacement. In it. So if you don't have any questions, I have a question. Are you using the patellofemoral measurements for the knee support surgery? Are you using TTTG? Patellar height? Are you using these functions in your surgeries, for your surgeries?